Okay, Honorable Gahr, welcome to the media. Your colleague, Honorable Hans Barchue, just passed off. Share with us your feelings upon hearing his passing off.
I want to say thank you for coming. Again, today it's a side day for the 54 legislature, mostly members of the House of Representatives. Honorable Barchue death shocked everyone. Waking up this morning, hearing what he dismissed, it's unbelievable. But again, we are all Christians. That is the end of everyone. It's just a matter of time. Again, Honorable Barchue name is a household name in Liberia, being a former deputy speaker for 6 years, in the 53rd, and a member of the 54th. He comes on the table, he brought on the table wealth of experience. He was very versatile in connecting people, influential. And again, personally, we interacted, and there were a lot of things he helped us on us to in our earlier year in the legislature. Honorable Barchue's and mindset shares political boundaries. So personally, I knew him, and it's a shock to the 54. It's a shock to the nation, because what a year he had grew up in government, understanding, and I think we are lost an experienced public official. And I think it's a tough time and sad days for us. I want to say to him and his family, most especially the family that remain, that our condolences goes to them. And we wish him well in his next journey. We know that God Almighty will have we will comfort him and we accept him. But it is a sad day and a difficult one for us.
Oh God, if I may be right, the death of the fallen Grand Bassa lawmaker is likely to bring to total number 5 lawmakers since the commencement of the 54th legislature. I want to firstly confirm, is it true that it's about 5% so far?
I think it's Honorable Youngblood, Honorable Lawrence, Honorable Slow, and Honorable Barchue. I think it's 4.
And Jordan Doe Sherry.
No, it's okay. From the both houses, like 6. I mean
5.
6.
Okay.
Senator Dakose.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, so it's 4 from the House of Representatives and 2 from the Senate. I think this sitting was a terrible one. Losing 6 members out of 103. It was a very terrible one. And we know it's the word of God. And we want to leave everything with him. We say it is a sad day. I think we are planning as a body to meet with the family and see how best we can pay our last respect. But he did his best. He left a legacy that we'll remember him by. I think it's a sad day. It's a shock for everyone.
Do the legislature really feel the amount of death that have occurred? Do they really feel it? Do they really concerned about it?
Yes. But it's like we were not gathered to be crying. We're not gathered to be crying. But it's something like fretting everyone. In 6 years, you lost 6 persons out of 103. It's shocking. But again, like we are national leaders. We meet in our various chambers. We meet in our various offices and discuss this thing. What is unfolding? What are the issues? Are we going to address the issues as a body? Because again, one, a lot of people are leaving you. You raise concern. What is happening? And most of them, I think, 5 died from medical problem, and 1 was accident. So it's an issue of concern. Are the lawmaker not getting right attentions? We need to focus on their well-being. It's an issue because they are going today, tomorrow could be anyone. And you have to look at what the causes are to see how you can prepare to prevent the risk of having more members losing their lives.
So the fact that about 5 suffer from medical complications, does this mean that the issue of the health sector of the country needs to be given extra preference in terms of allotment within the budget to have it more equipped to take care of everyone apart from the legislators?
The issues that when we keep, there are things from our own school of thought. There are issues when we have to point out to, we have to be clear. You cannot have a budget in 600 million. If you take 296 million out, you have 300 and some more million or 400 million. Education have 60 to 70 million. Health ministry has 60 to 70 million. You have the justice system, which includes this justice and security sector. We include Ministry of Justice, Police, NSA, not NSA, Immigration, DEA. Other than you have the deviance area. So if you go back to the budget, detail the budget and see, our budget, the numbers are not enough to 100% cover everything. Even if you want to sit down with Education Ministry and ask them to run a full school system, they propose a budget of 200 to 300 million. Health Ministry say if you want to call out the entire health system, have an effective health system, they need 200 to 300 million. The entire budget finished. So our budget envelope is smaller. In the region, go in the region. You have other countries with bigger budget in billions of dollars, and we still struggle in millions. One of the issues we have to look at as a country is to look at other means to expand the budget, create other avenues. Like for example, our tourist center is one of the countries who have natural area, but our tourist centers are closed. How can we invest into our tourist centers? The mining centers, you have China Union, you have ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal is only operating. We are hoping that China Union come back. When there are more industries, more businesses running, government have the opportunity for the budget to stretch out because they will collect more revenue. The more number of persons you have employed, the more contributions they make, the more economic activity flows in every sector. So you can't have 600 until our budget move into billion. This other sectors, all sectors will be elevated from the financial setting. But it is now, it's an issue of challenge. You give health ministry even 80 million, they'll tell you it's still small because it's true. They are not saying it because they are making story. We start with them. How can you run an effective health system? They propose a budget between 200 to 300 million. Education ministry 200 to 300 million. It's 600 million exactly. And then your entire budget is 600 million. So just 2 sectors took it out. So how do you go to agriculture? How do you go to defense? So the issue is not about money has not been properly allocated, but the issue where the envelope is very little.
Now, to the issues of your colleague death, constitutionally, do we expect the by-election within that district?
It's not possible. The Constitution provides in 3 months the House should notify the National Election Commission, and within 90 days or 90 days after they should conduct an election. From now to October 10, we even in 90 days, we are in 90 days. You cannot conduct a by-election. So there, if you have to win in September and you go to election October, so this is a sad day. I don't want to laugh, but how do you conduct by-election between 9 and October?
That's going to be a veto wasn't.
Even their cases are different. But it was 1 year. It was a year and a half before the time of the time for the turning to elapse. So they won and they spent a year in office. But in this case, you have 2 months to election. We are talking about today. Today is the 18th. August 18 is the month. September 18 is the month. October 10 is the election. So you have less than 3 months that the Constitution provides. So how do you conduct a by-election in 1 month time? And in 1 month, the person will be going to the ballot. So they just win and going back for campaign. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Gahr.
You're
Thanks so for kind for speaking with us.
You're welcome.